Greetings from Revealing the Hidden. Hope you all are safe and sound. And today we are going to come up with another important topic. We know that the divorce cases all over the globe is increasing as days goes by, and one of the main reasons for the same is infidelity. Today we are going to discuss on this, and we have Bonifer and Igari to discuss the same. Welcome, Bonnie, to the next session on marriage, and today we are going to talk about infidelity. So let's discuss on what is infidelity and what is ignorance.
First of all, thank you for having me again.
Yes,
I think infidelity is another word for cheating. It's another
Yes.
word for breaking the promise. Another word for stepping out of the commitment that you have made to your spouse. And infidelity is something that comes across as a thief. You're not expecting it. It just comes out of the blue, and it starts with something very sweet. It starts with something very innocent. So I would give infidelity a very innocent start, but it is a very destructible weapon, and it destroys not just the person but also the marriage of the other person. And the way how I would look at infidelity is why ignorance is because many times people, especially when in marriage or in relationship, people don't realize that infidelity can always be knocking on the door. It is very important for couples and people in marriage and relationships to know that infidelity, one way or another, may always stand outside the door, but it's up to them to let it in or not. And that is where ignorance and that is where knowledge comes in, that if we know that infidelity can crop up with innocent, just a flower, just a handshake, just a sweet letter, or just a gesture, or something very innocent, it's something very nice, something very sweet, something that is very fragrant and aromatic, that will continue to just come in, and it will take weeds, and it will ensure that it will break the marriage, it will break the wedding. And that is exactly why being ignorant about it is not an option. Infidelity is something that's not just prevalent today, but it has been there since years. We have been starting to see the after effects of it, and we have been starting to see so many marriages which started so well and now ending on two separate levels. And that is exactly where infidelity has played a role and continue to breach what the sweet bond of marriage is all about.
What is the next question to you is how infidelity is different from extramarital affair?
It's almost the same, but I would say infidelity is a precursor to extramarital. The way how I would look at it is, extramarital is a full-blown second marriage with the first one still there. Infidelity is where you just have like an evening with another person, and that evening goes to a different level, but then you're not actually having a regular relationship with other person. Generally it would just be like a fling, or like one night thing, or something very innocent, something very, but at the same time the consequences of it will obviously affect marriage, where the other person feels cheated. I'll give a simple example. It's not extramarital, where in extramarital you are having two parallel lines. Infidelity is where you're having a marriage and you're just having missed calls. That is infidelity. But extramarital is like you're having two phones and you're having voice calls on both. But I think infidelity is just small missed calls that keep happening, and that's
You took it to a different level, the infidelity and extramarital affair. Since there is not much time, I'm not extending my discussion. The third question I would like to ask you is, are you open to third question is?
third question.
What is the next question is, why infidelity is more in marriage?
I think because infidelity is only going to be possible when you already have an existing commitment, So marriage is that existing commitment, and infidelity are these small missed calls that I told you about. And sometimes those missed calls happen, the reason why it is missed call is because you're not supposed to pick up those calls. You're not supposed to go ahead with them, but you anyhow get them. And sometimes you get it because a person in you're already in relationship or you're already in marriage, and you get this other person who has always been your crush but never took the step. But now that you're married, a opportunistic step comes in, or a realistic approach comes in, where you had wanted that aspect to happen. I'll give you one more example how infidelity creeps up into marriages. You get married to a person, okay, and that person somewhere or the other fulfills 80% or 90% of a requirement, but that 10% or 20% happens from somewhere else, and that 10-20% leads to infidelity. It may not lead to extramarital always, but infidelity does happen. And that's why it's very important to be aware and not ignorant, because everybody has these needs, like 100% wala needs. But what happens is, if at all we tend to only limit ourselves with that 80% and we end up looking at 20% from somewhere else, that somewhere else will end up also coming to our house. That 20%'s name is infidelity.
Very beautifully said, Bonnie. To add on to this is, no one wants to be cheating their spouse intentionally. As you said, it's an innocent act initially. Second chance of this infidelity is, we are getting married at the right age. Maybe a woman may is in her 20s, whereas man maybe in the late 20s or the starting or by middle age till 35, a man can get married. Actually, our married life is much prolonged than the unmarried life.
Correct.
So the life is more after marriage.
Yes.
We have more time. That is one thing. Second thing, till marriage you're under the umbrella of parents, whereas after marriage you're shouldering your spouse, so that you're getting more freedom.
True.
So you're not under the covering, you're like a person who's well grown, you're facing the world. So whatever unmet thing you told about the 20% is coming out, because I want to enjoy my life. And no marriage is completely satisfied. And we were discussing once, what is satisfaction? It is the threshold I want.
Okay.
So as long as my threshold is higher level, I will look to others to. It's not because my husband is unable to meet, but I have a little more to complete. I'm inquisitive to know. So another important thing we need to understand that staying with a person for a prolonged life is boredom for people, because it is not like enjoyment. Your evening time with another person, that is more happy, more fun, more satisfactory. This man or this woman I'm staying for so many years, so for me the life with him is routine, whereas I want something extra. So this is another reason for infidelity. Then another point I want to add is, I don't want to cheat my husband. The fun goes to a extra 2 steps, whereas that is based upon my chance. Should I take it to extramarital or should I cut short it there?
Correct.
It's like the birds flying on the sky. There are so many birds flying on the sky.
Correct.
I should give them a chance to nest on my head. So infinity thoughts can come to anyone in this person. Whoever the holy also can get this kind of feelings, but it's mainly on my self-control. How I need to understand before marriage, if I go with a person for an premarital relationship, I destroy myself. No one is responsible. But after marriage, if I put steps for this kind of things, it's not only my destruction, my family, my spouse, my children is going to be destroyed. I'm literally the Titanic ship is completely sunk because of the small hole. The same way because of my small mistake, because of my need to have an extra step of fun as making the complete thing sink, whereas I may not be able to handle it. So this is infinitely, I feel.
I think I'll also conclude in that one of the 3 reasons why infidelity can happen is, something that we already are aware of is lust of the flesh,
Yes.
lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. And I think the first two are very clear, but I think the third, when you realize that you have a lot of wealth and you have a lot of pride and you have made a life for yourself, and then you look at other people who also have made a life for themselves and they're living a lavish life outside the cocoon of their marriage, and you want to replicate that same thing. It may not be lust, it may not be lust of the flesh or lust of the eyes, but just because you want to have a proud life of having people around you and people of the opposite gender to give you pleasure, that opportunity and power of having that pride can make you do things which you will regret for the rest of your life. And I think that's the reason why having and ensuring that you are not ignorant that infidelity does exist and can always knock on the door of a married couple, and every single time that it knocks, both need to lock the door and not open it.
Extremely beautiful. To add on, to conclude, I want to say that morals and the morals as if women and the morals of phone keep on changing, and no one can satisfy man's need, because if your wife is the most beautiful person in the world, the beauty of the next woman will be something else, because this is based upon human beings' normal character. If you don't have self-control, you cannot do on all these things which can end a catastrophe in your marriage. So we are going to conclude, and infidelity is a very important and a big topic which needs to be discussed. To add one more point, as you said, when you get married, the people are extremely opposite in marriage. If one person had the extreme funds or the entire funds, the other person might have not done anything.
True.
So this is what you had explained, and this is the whatever marriage I have seen, 99% this is the couple.
Exactly.
So expect the same, because this is the way God make people together.
True.
Then only we can survive. Otherwise both will go in two different people behind some other person. So I think we spoke enough for the term infidelity, and there are much more discussion on this particular topic, and we are going to continue in the next session again infidelity, so that how we can help ourselves, or how we can help our spouse to be out from the infidelity, and how we can come out if you are hit by any episodes of infidelity. Till we meet next time, stay safe and stay happy. Thank you.